Hi, it's Katz, and I wanted to tell you about the day I decided to start my own law practice. I had been working for one of the best law firms in the country, Munger, and Olson, and I had no idea I could have my own law practice. I was a mom of a 9-month-old, year-old baby. My husband was a stay-at-home dad, and I was beginning to think I'd made a huge mistake by going to law school because I was commuting an hour each way away from my baby and her dad, probably 12 hours a day, and I didn't really like the work that I was doing at all. I was very successful. I had made it in all the ways, but at 29 years old, I looked out at a future of 40 years or more of that, and I couldn't imagine. One day, I was at a Women in Business event in Manhattan Beach, my hometown, and I heard a woman speaking. She was there to talk about branding, but I didn't hear a single word she said about branding. What I heard her say is that she loved her life. She worked from home. She was home when her son got home from school. She loved her clients. And I began to get an idea that maybe I could create something like that for myself too. I mean, I had a valuable service I could offer. I was a lawyer. Maybe I could build my own business. I had actually never considered it before. But in that moment, I began to consider it. And I bought her book, and I took it home, and I decided to read it to see if I could find any clues to the magic of having a life and business that I loved, built on my law degree. And what I found in that book was the acknowledgement of a coach that she had worked with that helped her learn to love her life. And as a result of working with that coach, I did end up starting my own law practice. And while it was incredibly scary because I was the breadwinner in my family, I figured it out. And in future videos, I'll share with you exactly how that happened and how I was able to build a life and law practice I love. And you can too.